when we announced the fact of the Nixon interviews, I mean, the coverage was enormous, because right at the end of it, the two finalists to get these interviews were NBC and me. And NBC wouldn't guarantee more than 2 hours. I would, because I thought he was the most interesting figure, and the story, and the only president to had to be ousted from office, and so on and so forth. And I was talking 6 hours. And anyway, and at a lower rate per hour, but came to more money than the NBC offer, and so on. But my God, the next day after we'd done the deal, when I had a press conference to announce it, NBC or anyone else would have offered 20 hours on air, because the interest in it was instant. And of course, the reason that the interest was so great, and the reason why this story is so dramatic, is that a book, you can write the book yourself. There's no one testing your account. There's no, and this was obviously going to be testing his account. So that was the drama of the potential drama of the television, which in fact in the end was even greater drama than we could have hoped. I think the Nixon story resonates today. I think the reaction to the film and the play tend to underline that, I think, in the sense that Peter Morgan went out of his way. I think he was confident. He was confident in that first ever meeting that he could make this Frost-Nixon seem, although it was historic and the fact that it was famous for 30 years and so on, that was important, nevertheless, basically, that he could make it a modern story. Not by changing it particularly, but just because of the issues. And when people went to see the play, I think it was true, you heard them talking afterwards, and when they went to see it, they were talking afterwards not about, a piece of, archive or whatever, but they were talking about the issues as they affect people today. So that's what gives it its modern oomph, as it were, and that is one of the things. For instance, is that with whatever the phrase is used in the last 30 years, a lot of politicians have been as economical with the actuality, as it were, as Richard Nixon was, and they're more geared to that now, and so that thing has a resonance too. That people are more aware of the fact of their politicians not necessarily being as truthful as they might be.